It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. That little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage, Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse, a soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now. Moradin's cracked clay. There is no gold in here!
What's up, Frosty Bros? Welcome back to How to Elder Scrolls, more specifically my little mini-series where I'm going through every class in alphabetical order in the Elder Scrolls 1 arena and reviewing each and every last one of them. And in today's episode, today's video, we are going to be reviewing the Ranger, the mighty bounty hunter, the heavily armored super warrior who can travel across great distances faster than normal. But, that's enough said here. Let's go ahead and see what Rangers can do in the UESP. So, the Ranger is the 13th class alphabetically in the list of classes for, all the different classes in the Elder Scrolls 1 arena. And honestly, we're actually getting quite close to the end of the list here. Anyways, Rangers have D experience scaling, meaning that they get almost the worst amount of experience gain. They level up rather slow. They have a D18 hit die. They can use any and all weapons. They can get up to plate armor. They can use up to kite shields. They have 25% thievery efficiency, 0 spell points. They don't get any critical strike chance, and they start with a broadsword. So, Rangers are in fact a warrior archetype, and are much like the Knights, but they're kind of like the cooler Knights. So you see, Rangers are woodsmen and hunters, adept at tracking, survival, and pathfinding. Rangers may wear any armor up to and including plate armor, and use any weapons. Rangers, because of their skills at tracking and survival, automatically decrease their traveling time between cities. In addition, Rangers do extra damage equivalent to their level to their opponents. So, yeah. Advantages. Have moderately high potential health point gains per level up to a D18. Gain a bonus to damage equal to their level. That is actually a pretty neat bonus. No other class has a bonus like this for weapon damage at all. Travel time is reduced by 2.34% per level in journey if the journey is 43 days or more, and can equip any armor type and use any weapon type. Disadvantages: cannot equip tower shields, cannot attack critically, and relatively less potential health points when compared to warriors and barbarians, which honestly isn't really that bad of a downside, since you still get more hit points than, like, monks, and any mage archetype and any thief archetype. Like, Rangers still get all the hit points they need, and with the whole damage per level, you can actually out-damage assassins after a point just by hitting enemies with a Daikatana that just by itself does more damage than even critically hitting with Daikatana. So anyways, notes. Rangers, like knights, have an average potential health point gain Rangers, like knights, have an average potential health point pool among the warrior classes, making finding and using higher-end plate armor and with defensive enchantments, in addition to other enchanted items, fairly important when facing tougher enemies in later stages of the game. While they do not possess the ability to critical strike enemies, the Rangers' inherent ability to deal an additional flat rates of damage equal to their level with any weapon type can still be useful, especially at higher levels. Rangers' unique ability to decrease travel time can be useful in completing certain time-limited side quests if you're attempting to reach a settlement in time for a particular holiday. Though honestly, I've never seen any. I am going to note here myself that even when doing side quests, I've never seen a timed quest that took you outside of the city you were already in. So honestly, this is kind of a bit of a weird part in the UESP because just about any side quest you do for a little bit of extra gold is usually, hey, take my grandma to the local mages guild. Or, hey, take my grandma to the local inn of the Drunken Dragon. Or, hey, take my grandma to the weapons store known as the finest equipment of the Imperial Legion. But anyways, that's enough said about what we see here in the UESP. Time for us to hop in Arena ourselves and try out the Ranger. Alright, and here we are in character creation. We're going to, of course, go ahead and select our character, and today we are, in fact, playing as the Ranger. And I do believe that there's only one Ranger I could really play as. Being a huge fan of Baldur's Gate 3 and the Baldur's Gate series itself, I still need to get around to Baldur's Gate 1 and 2. I haven't completed Baldur's Gate 1 yet, but I feel like there's only one Ranger we can play as today. So, yeah, let's go ahead and hop on in. And honestly, I feel like if I am playing as Minsk of Rashaman, only one race, that would make sense. We're going Nord. So yeah. So, of course, being a Nord is also pretty helpful for playing as a Ranger, because you do get more damage, and, you know, like, that's your whole thing. The whole gimmick of a Ranger is you get more damage, so, you know, throwing as many points as you can, and yeah, I do want to have a higher agility. But, here, like, that right there is already pretty crazy, but, we're gonna re-roll, because I want to have at least a better agility. And a better setup. Oh, and also nice endurance. 69. Oh, that's terrible. How did I roll a 6 for bonus points? Ooh, 19? That's the highest I've ever seen. Okay, we're gonna have a 50 agility. That's pretty dookie water, but we can go 60 strength. Intelligence basically null. I guess we can bump endurance. In fact, we can make our endurance nicer. And we'll just bump our agility to 54. We'll focus on agility pretty early on, I suppose. And I suppose that's a good starting setup. Let's, of course, see if there's a good bald option. I completely forgot about that face. I guess that's the closest. More balding rather than actual bald, but you know, you gotta make do with what you got. Alright, let's see here. Starting off with our broadsword, let's oh god, I got plus 10s on my armor rating across the board. That's terrible. That's horrendous. We gotta lower that. Alright, but that's fine. We'll get plenty of armor that will help with that. Speaking of which, we got ourselves this first loot pile out here, and of course, we're going to do our usual thing, so I'm going to drop a save here and save scum in front of this loot pile and catch y'all after I grab some decent loot, so catch y'all in a sec. Okay, I mean, this is... I mean, it's not a very good belt, but the fact that this was the second go-around, I mean, hang on, so that's 1 to 12 versus 2 to 16, and I got a kite shield. I mean, it's not a lot of armor, but that's pretty good just starting off. Like, oh, and this is not a, wait, that means this is an actual, like, upgraded longsword, I suppose? I mean, 2 to 16, I'm not sure. Wait a minute, it's increasing a stat, isn't it? Now, let's see here. If I unequip the longsword. Okay, looking around. Okay. Willpower. It's a longsword of willpower. Not bad, not bad. I mean, it's not the best, but hey, I mean, it's a longsword of willpower. So I guess a little extra magic resistance never hurt anyone. Though honestly, I feel like a high willpower is a little, uncanonical for Minsk. But I mean, hey, we can tear through goblins pretty easily. Come on. There we go. Oh god. There we go. Yeah, so goblins are no real problem, and I mean, despite the fact that I got +6 armor rating across the board, which means we take +6 damage, it does seem like I have enough endurance and health that I'm able to deal with these enemies without any real problem. And I've already gotten a level up. So our sword is already doing more damage. We're going to up agility a little. And I guess we'll get our agility to 75 as per usual. Because a +5 to hit and dodge is really nice to have as soon as possible. And of course, if you can take out the ghouls with +5 to your agility, then you should be able to take on just about anything else. Alright, and of course we're going to do our usual bit. Like, we've gotten here pretty quickly, I'll tell you that much. I think Ranger's actually... Oh, got a human. Can we kill him? I actually managed to kill him pretty quickly. I wonder if that was actually from my bonus damage. And we got a saber as well as a lot of leather armor. So, we're already looking at some pretty decent armor rating. Not quite great armor rating. And a saber is 3 to 12 versus 2 to 16. We'll keep the longsword. Oh, and I think it is short of a... Okay, so it is light armor short of a helmet and pauldrons. That's right. I guess in the higher levels, bandits do drop more, and I guess it is kind of nice that I'm actually able to deal with bandits. Oh, that was a false alarm. Okay, not bad, not bad. Kind of weird that I'm getting multiple false alarm rests here, with multiple... Oh, there's enemies nearby. No, there ain't. Oh. And we're dead. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot. Didn't take too long for a bandit to mess up our day. But hey, I mean, you know, it's not arena if we're not dying to bandits. And let's go ahead and get back into it. Try this again. Alright, what's going to attack us this time? And, wow! That was a lot faster, too. Yeah, so noted. Battle mages can absolutely nuke us. Oh, goblin. Not bad. At least I got a kill. What else? Goblins? Not bad. More kills. More for the slaughter. There we go. And we got our first quest objective. So now we can go to Rahad and get Fang Lair. And let's see here. It's currently 6 in the morning. If I remember correctly, 6 in the morning is actually enough in the morning that's, you know, it's not nighttime and won't spawn enemies. Yeah, people are out, so that's a good sign. Also, my favorite song is playing, since we are in fact in Skyrim. Nice to be back in Arena. Arena's just kind of cozy, you know. Well, anyways, I found Armor Smith here, so we're gonna hop in. More epic music, but you know. Alright, and of course we're going to see what this guy has for sale. Because we might actually... Ooh, yeah, I guess if he has a better weapon, doesn't look like it. Yeah, he doesn't have a better weapon than the longsword we currently have. And he... I mean, yeah, he's gonna have some chain armor. Maybe some plate pieces here and there. I mean, a plate helm. You know what? I'll buy the plate helm. Try to get it for a nice and cheap price so we can cover our bald head a little. Oh, nice. Yeah, so let's go ahead and sell up. I don't know. Let's see, I guess we can sell up the buckler. And we can sell... Ooh, we can probably sell the saber and the broadsword. Though we need to find a better merchant to get... Here, we'll buy the pauldrons at least. Now we have a little bit more cash to us. Buy some chain pauldrons. Buy it for... I guess, yeah. It's a bit of a discount at least. Get this other pauldron. There we go. Nice. Alright. Now to at least gear ourselves out. And as you can see, we got -1 on our left side, and +2 on the right, and a -1 on our helmet, which or on our head, which is not bad. Should at least help us out a little more. Now, of course, if I can find a good weapon, I'll trade in my longsword for it. You know, so we need to find a good Daikatana. At least a nice, either a nice cheap one, or at the very least, I guess it would have to be a somewhat cheap one. So here, we're going to go here into Syrinx to see if this guy has a Daikatana. He might not. Who knows? We got 13 gold to our name, so... Ooh, he has a Warhammer. No Daikatana, though, sadly. Yeah, because the Daikatana is possibly the best weapon in the game. Or, I know is the best weapon in the game, because it has the best damage stats on it. And if you're going Ranger and you have an Ebony Daikatana with its full +5, that's like a good 8 to 26 plus your level to your damage. So, like, you know, plus 10, that's a good 18 to 31 damage if you're level 10, which is pretty nasty. So yeah. We definitely need to get a good weapon in us. Anyways. We got a Daikatana, just a regular one. I'm not seeing a special Daikatana. However, we can sell our longsword now that we know that this guy has a Daikatana. And I know I have it equipped, but yeah, look at that, 227 for this sword. I'm going to sell it for 250 though. I'm going to sell it for 260. 269. Damn it. Okay, I'll sell it for a flat 260. Okay, I'll sell it for a flat 255. Okay, I'll sell it for 250 then. I'll go back to that and I guess sell it for a full 244. I'm willing to take that. Yeah, because Daikatana is by and large 50 gold under normal circumstances. I'm going to try and discount it to 30 though. I'm going to try and discount it to 35 though. Try and discount it to 37. 37 works. There we go. Got a discounted Daikatana. Now we can... oh, right, Daikatana. So, that's going to take away our shield. So we have a little less protection. But we got a little more damage in turn for it. A pretty large damage boost, to be exact. I suppose I could get some better armor. Because I got enough money now that I should be able to sell this kite shield for a good bit and buy some better armor for us. So let's see here, you might have some good plate armor, maybe a plate cuirass. Because I know the cuirass and the gauntlets are what get hit the most. And good lord. He has Dwarven Greaves of Agility. And Steel Greaves of Agility. I mean, the Dwarven Greaves of Agility definitely protects by a good bit. I'm definitely not going to be able to afford that, though. The Steel Greaves either. So, definitely going to get the Plate Cuirass, though. We're going to counter that a good bit, because I know the Cuirass gets hit mostly. We'll do 70... 75? Okay, 75 works. So, looks like discount is somewhere around 25%. Let's see here, maybe I can get some better armor to replace my leather armor. So let's see here, plate boots, plate gauntlets is what I'm looking for. Let's see here, so if I drop that, I could drop it down to 36. There we go. And maybe I can even deck myself out with plates. Let's see here. Because that's plate gauntlets, plate boots, plate... guess I could get plate pauldrons as well. Yeah, I should have enough money for a full suit of plate, huh? So here, we'll get the plate boots as well. I'll just have to remember that I already have the helmets. And I should be good. Oh damn, I'm down to my last 90 gold buying plates here. So let's see here. I guess once I sell some armor, I'll get some money back. So let's see here, I already got that. Okay, so let's see here. I guess the plate pauldrons. those go for a bit, so... Come on. Come on, you gotta discount it for something good. Oh, okay. He didn't want to sell me that pauldron. He got mad at me. We'll try this again. Alright. Let's see here, because we almost got the pauldrons. Okay, so let's see here. All we have to do is just try to swindle them down. Okay, there we go. That's a more agreeable price. I do suppose I gotta get my armor situated so I can sell some stuff, because I only got 42 gold to my name. So let's see here. Plate boots, plate cuirass, plate cuirass, plate pauldron, plate gauntlets. Oh, did I already get the plate greaves? I didn't get the plate greaves. You know, here I will get the plate greaves. It looks like the plate greaves and the plate right pauldron are what I'm missing. I might be able to afford one or the other though. Because let's see here. Because we got the... Nope. Don't want to sell the greaves, the leather greaves that I currently have equipped, because I might not be able to buy an upgrade. Let's see here. Leather cuirass. This is at least getting us a little bit of gold. It was nice that we managed to kill that one bandit that had leather armor, because we can at least sell a good chunk of it. Two of it at least afford us what looks like a full suit of plate. I mean, that's really just good luck there, more than anything. So let's see here. Going to get myself plate left pauldron now, and plate greaves. Might be able to just barely afford both. That's good. Time to buy myself armor. We are down to my last 57, and plate greaves cost 80 gold. Now, if I'm down to my last 57, can I even drop it down to 47? Can I drop it to 49? Can I drop it to 50? Can I drop it to 55? Can I drop it to 57? Oh boy. I might be able to just barely afford this. Yeah, because let's see here, I only have 57 gold, so I guess it is neat that I can just barely reach. I guess if I... Wait, plate greaves, yeah. Okay, so, let's see here. If I do 56, nope, it has to be 57. So, it looks like I really gotta get lucky with dropping it to exactly 57. Just bought myself the best damn plate greaves in the world. Let's go. I just... That was literally the last of my gold. I know that I could have gotten it more easily, but it felt nice doing that. So now I at least have a full plate set. I have not been able to do this on any other character yet. Mostly because most characters don't even get plate anyways. So, and I wasn't even able to do this with my knight. But, yeah, I guess we haven't gotten to the warrior yet either. But it is nice to have a full plate set. It just means that I have -1 armor across the board now, which is nice. Nice. And that Daikatana is definitely lore accurate to Minsk, being a two-hander. Alright. So now that we have our full set, we should be able to drop our save here and go to Rahad to, I guess, grab ourselves the first quest and see if we're able to explore Stonekeep with our current setup, because I guess this is really the best you can go for Ranger, is fully kit yourself out in plate armor with a Daikatana that you can afford, and just rip and tear. And it looks like it's nighttime, so we're going to step outside and wait until it's morning. Because, yeah, I guess we can do that. Yeah, it's 8 in the evening, so we gotta camp for a whole 12 hours. Though we usually don't get attacked, which is nice. Crazy that that's the case. And you're supposed to get attacked in the night, but like, you can sometimes rest and you usually don't get attacked anyways. Kind of neat. Kind of handy. It's also kind of handy when you get attacked and you're actually trying to get attacked so you can get more XP. You know, a good way to grind up, get better gear, get better health and whatnot. More evasion, more damage, yeah. But anyways, we are now here at Queen Blue Bumka's little audience hall, so we're going to go ahead and have a chat with her and go ahead and accept her quest so we can get Stone Keep, and we're going to go rip and tear through some ghouls, I guess, or at least see how far we can get through these ghouls. I guess stocking up on potions would definitely be a handy bet, but like, there's not really much else you can do with this character. You know, like, this is basically the peak for a warrior like this. Or at least a ranger. You know? Rangers are kind of neat, though. I guess we're not really seeing the travel time advantage, though, because of the fact that we're kind of low level. I guess it would start to cut down a good bit once you're at a higher level. Not sure how far it would cut, but you know. Any more enemies near? Nope. Good. We can just grab the loot. Plate Greaves almost makes me feel bad for buying a full set. We got a crystal. Probably sell that to get some good old potions in us. Potions of health can be useful. There we go. Killed a couple of rats. We might be able to take on the Minotaur. I guess we can rest up here, see how well rest scumming works out for us with our full setup here. Our full starting gear, I guess. I mean, a full suit of plate armor and a Daikatana, like, what better could you get? And look, we got a bandit. Damn, come on, dude. There we go. And yeah, just basic stuff. Basic thief, not really anything crazy there, huh? He did take away half her health, though, which is kind of annoying. And it does seem like I'm able to just one-shot goblins now. Which I'm guessing is from the fact that... Oh, wow. +6, nice. We're going to bump our agility up. I guess it is coming from the fact that we are getting higher level. So, like, we got a full +3 to our damage. And, of course, once I bump up strength as well, it'll also increase more damage. And the two of those combined will go into my actual weapon damage as well. Like, it... You know, it just kind of starts to get out of hand once you look at it and how it actually works. Seems to, at least. Alright, I guess I can drop a save here since we fully rested up. Let's go ahead and see how well we can mess with that Minotaur as a level 3 ranger with full plate armor. I'm hearing the wolves. Crazy that we got a wolf here in the Minotaur's lair. But here, let's grab the Minotaur's treasure. Probably get him angry a little. Seem to kind of move almost slowly. I wonder if that's because I have plate armor on and I'm a slow-moving character. I mean, I don't have exactly the most speed. Like, 52. I mean, I guess, a lot of my characters usually have average speed as well, but like... Alright, here's the last room to check out. I think checking out this room is what summons the Minotaur. No Minotaur today? Well, I guess the wolf body being in here kind of messed with the Minotaur spawn. That's kind of cool. Damn. Taking out all the goblins. Just one-shotting them. I usually don't one-shot goblins until a little later in the game. I mean, mostly with my, Dark Elf characters. Cinderdrath. I guess Dark Elves also get a boost to their damage per level with weapons and everything. So I guess it could be useful to play as a Dark Elf Ranger. Or I guess either a Wood Elf Ranger or even a Redguard Ranger. And I mean, like, I think the damage goes to bows as well as melee weapons. So it's one of those things where you can really just pick and choose how you decide to build your ranger, if you're going more melee ranger, or if you're going more ranged ranger, I guess. Kind of hilarious to think of the fact that you don't have to be a ranged ranger. But, you know, it's not that crazy. Well, let's see how far we can get through skeletons. Oh, good. Good God, they can kill me quick. I am already down to half health. I was only hit for a few times. That's not good. Can I even survive them? I mean, I guess I am surviving them. I guess we could, always backtrack. Step back. Probably can't heal here now. Because I summoned the skeletons, yep. So we can probably just go back to Rahad. Grab some... I guess we could also heal in one of these other rooms. Oh, got a level of experience, I guess, from those skeletons I killed. +5 again. Nice. Put that straight into agility. Agility basically means more survivability. It's a very nice ability, that agility of survivability. And we're going to, I guess, rest up here. I guess we could go back to Rahad and sell some stuff. Maybe recuperate a little. Maybe we can get a better weapon. Maybe some better armor. I mean, or maybe at the very least just buy some potions. You know, because potions can definitely prove useful. You know, being able to heal. What? Nope. Okay, I mean, I know I want to go to Rahad. What? Oh yeah, and how far is traveling to each one? So let's see here. That's 18 days that way. Versus 3 days this way. I mean... Is it like... Okay, so 13 days there. 10 days. Is there like an actual 6 days? I guess it's like after certain points it starts to reduce, but it's hard to tell where the exact tipping point actually is and how far the travel distance bonus is actually going down. You know, it's like hard to kind of see. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and drop in. Damn it. I'm gonna go ahead and drop into Rahad here. And I do remember the one super weaponsmith being this way. And apparently, seeing my main commenter, apparently there is in fact a merchant out here that does sell some good, like a better Daikatana. Now I think it's doing F3, no, crosshatch, normal roll. Crosshatch, normal roll, okay. Pixelation. I think it was F2. Yeah, F2 is position. And I guess I could go back and see what the position actually was for the thing, but I think it was like just a better Daikatana in general. I'm not sure how good. But I do know this merchant here does in fact sell like a ebony sword, or an ebony... He does sell an ebony axe, which is nice. Yeah, like, it's right here. Ebony battle axe. For 10,000 gold, so it's definitely not affordable. But it's cool that it's here. You know, it's a neat option to have. And I'm just going to sell this crystal. I'm going to try and sell it for 900. Yeah, 900 doesn't seem that far off. Can I sell it for 920? What about 910? What about 905? Okay, 900 seems like the best bet, basically. Like, perfectly the best bet for that. Okay, I mean, I guess we don't really have all that much, do we? I guess we do have multiple plate items, like these plate greaves I can sell for a normal amount, and this extra plate pauldron I can sell for a normal amount, and you know, it gets a little bit of extra gold. Not a lot, but a little. Still, longsword, I can sell that for a little extra. You know, if I can't get a better katana, then I'll at the very least get some good potions, you know. Because I do believe... Because I do believe he said it was actually in Rahad itself. And I do know that the merchants are, like, all over the place. Like, I know that the Mages Guild is literally right here next to where I'm at. In fact, I think yeah, the basic merchandise was there. I think this building right next to me is a temple, but the building right in front of that merchandise store is literally the Mages Guild. This place is where you would want to go for potions as a ranger, and of course some good magic items that you might need, and whatnot. And I mean, I know that there are some more merchant halls down this way. Like, this is where most of the merchant stalls are. I mean, there's not really that many merchant halls now that I think about it, but like, definitely a few around here. And let's see here, so... Yeah, because, I mean, there's a whole cloister here. Then there is a good chunk here. Yeah, so, let's see here. Oh, I mean, there's a Mithril Saber. Okay, so 6388 if I want to get a Mithril Saber. Ooh. I guess there's a good few areas, so 6388 is where that special place to get a Mithril Saber would be. And honestly, I'm not sure about a Mithril Daikatana or anything of that nature. But I mean, if I go to 42... hang on. It was... Did I actually... Okay. If I go to 6388, which is just using... Oh. F1 is inventory. using this, we can see where we are currently. Going this way brings that number up. So, if we go this way, that brings that number up. So, that means this merchant hall should be somewhere around here. I mean, I guess it is right here then, huh? The used gear store. That's actually the same. Okay. Well, let's check out the used gear store. Maybe this guy will have something good for us in our budget. Because let's see here. He has a Daikatana of Will. He also has a few magic items, a few items over here. Looks like a Dagger of Lightning, Mace of Fire Resistance, Steel Battle Axe of Speed. I mean, he does have a few good items. Doesn't look like he has very many items of note. I suppose it was different. Hang on, this wasn't 6388, was it? Nope, this was, weird. This is actually the exact place. Hang on. That is actually kind of crazy. Okay, I guess there's more stores around here. Maybe this area, maybe this store in particular will have it then. Because I know we can use any and all weapons. So we should be able to see any and all weapons that these guys are selling, including all the special ones. And it looks like this guy has a Flail of Frost Resistance and not really much else. I guess there's not really that much on the list here, huh? But I mean, hey, we are in the merchant's stall now, so the merchant's area. So we can at least check all the merchant halls and all the merchant buildings and see what kind of weapons we got for sale. Because we got a better weapon that we can afford, then we just have a better weapon that will do more damage. Like, take for instance this Ebony Battle Axe of Speed. Good lord. That's definitely costs a good bit, but a little more affordable than the hang on, that's the Dwarven Broadsword of Endurance right there. I mean, I guess not really much here, huh? At least nothing of true note, true importance to old Minsk here. I know there's a few more this way, just past the docks. If we go down here, there's a Hall of Inns. And then if we go over here, there's at least a few merchant stalls, a few merchant buildings in this region here. And I think there's one that we actually bypass as... Okay, here's one right here. Let's see here, Rare Accordments. Let's see what this place has to offer, if anything viable. And if not, then we'll just head back to the Mage's Guild, honestly, and just grab some potions. Looks like this guy... Oh, this guy is the one that sells the Mithril Saber. Nice. That's actually pretty nice to know. Honestly, I'm not sure if the Mithril Saber would be better than my current Daikatana. Because let's see here, a Mithril is a +1. So if we can find a Mithril Daikatana, that'd be better for this character. Let's see here, it's 3 to 12 for... Okay. Yeah, the Daikatana is definitely better average damage than a Mithril Saber. Just a base Daikatana by itself is already better average damage. So let's go ahead and check out rare merchandise over here. So we got a few areas, and it looks like this place sells a Katana of Fire Resistance and a Katana Elven Short Sword of Shock Resistance, not really much else. So, you know, a few places worth checking out, especially when you're a class that can actually use all equipment. It's really nice to check these areas out and at least see what equipment is available, even for other classes that might not have all that much variety in how much equipment they can use. Like this guy, for example, is a cheapskate, doesn't really sell much of anything. So it's nice to know which merchants are cheap and which merchants actually sell good stuff. Looks like, and I knew we had another one here. And I do think this is the last of the equipment stores around the place, so I guess it's time for us to go buy health potions. At least if we don't find a good. Let's see here. Daikatana of Will and Daikatana of Shock Resistance, neither of which are actually useful. But hey, special Daikatanas. And I mean, Shock Resistance might be useful if you're going against a bunch of liches near the end game. But they're not quite useful when going against skeletons who only have swords and ghouls who only have clubs. Oh, Kissen's Provisions. Gotta love Kissens. Kissens usually has good stuff. Let's see if he has good stuff today. At least I'm making up that Kissens would have good stuff. And oh hey! Daikatana of Speed. That's actually not bad. I think speed will actually increase our swing speed as well. So we're actually going to try and get this. Let's see, if I can drop it down by 25, I can probably sell it for 650. Probably buy it for 655. Nice. So we just bought the speed katana for 655. And now time to test out just how much of a speed boost that actually is. So let's see here. If I swing normally, this is as fast as I can swing my regular Daikatana. And if I switch to my Daikatana of speed, that's going to boost our speed up to 62. And it does feel a little faster. I'm not sure if it actually is faster, it's hard to really tell. I guess if I do a comparison of videos, then I can actually see if the swing speed is in fact faster or if it's not faster and if it's just a trick of the eye. But I definitely feel faster. And I mean, speed is also nice to just be able to run a little. Though a Daikatana of Agility would in fact be your best bet if you're really wanting to do some good damage. Because Agility is king in this game. And now, time to just go grab the Mage's Guild, which, if I remember correctly, should be over in this part of town. There should be a big opening coming up. Good lord. I think I'm in the wrong side of town. Because, let's see here. Okay, I guess we are getting closer to it. It's, yeah, there's the Mage's Guild. I guess we were, a little bit further, huh? Well, anyways, Mage's Guild is over this way then. Just a little bit to the east. And then right here to the north. Yep, there we go. And let's just use the rest of our gold to buy some potions. And see if these skeletons are a little bit easier to take on. Let's see here, we still have a good 644. Just for shits and giggles, let's see if we can get a better magic item. Better belt or something. Oh yeah, I guess Mithril is tier 2, huh? Let's see here. Looks like we don't really have anything affordable. So we'll just buy some potions. Because let's see here, we can get some potions of healing. And they're nice and cheap. We can buy, I think I can get 99 pretty, nope. 99 is a little too much. Though it is nice to be able to buy potions by the 99s. Let's see here, so it is 50 each, so 20 is 1,000. I can drop 1,000 down to 750. I can never go below 750 though. And we only got 644 budget. So we're going to need to buy 15 potions of healing, which would sell for 750, but now we can at least drop this down to somewhere around 600, which is a little more affordable. Alright. Now that we have our potions, we got a full 15 potions for drinking. And now we're going to head back to Stone Keep and try to finish the first part of the main quest to see if we can actually do so with the Ranger. And then, of course, I'm going to leave my final thoughts on how the Ranger actually ran and how Ranger actually runs. I mean, so far, Ranger's definitely doing pretty decent. I'm just getting some bad luck is all. Grab the mark, grab the gun. Yeah, we're still taking a good bit of damage. We've got a bracelet. Bracelet usually means better armor. Guess I should start leaving plates, equipment around though. Let's see here. -4. We got -7s across the board finally. Nice. Okay, finally. Some actual protection. So we just got ourselves an adamantine bracelet. Guess we're not getting our normal enemy spawns in, huh? I guess they're a little scared of Minsk of Rashomon. Oh, here's the wolves. I mean, I'm tearing the wolves down in seconds. Oh, and level up. Our damage is just boosted by another point. Nice. And there we go, 71 agility. Now once we get ourselves up to a full 75 agility, from another +4 from another level up, we'll start focusing on pure strength. And we should be able to rest up here, no problem. Never mind. Oh, I hear the skeleton bones. They spawned in? Really, game? I guess they were probably still spawned in from earlier, though that is kind of stupid. And it does look like we have a loot pile in here. Can I grab it? Nope. Not from the bed, at least. Let's grab it from here. Yep, 30 gold to her name. And I guess we should save up here and see about killing us some Skelemabones. And how easily we can do such thing. And I gotta remember, yep, U is for potions. So we gotta remember to be able to click U if our health drops too low. And let's see here, I'm not taking any damage from the skeletons. Oh, got our first hit. A little bit of damage. Ooh. Taking a little bit of damage, but not bad at all. Seems like we're able to deal with skeletons relatively easily, with little to no damage. Come on. There we go. Alright. Our health is definitely dropping low. God. Okay. Okay, I don't need to drink another potion. That's plenty of healing. Okay. But I mean, hey, that's a lot of skeletons dead. Doesn't take very many hits. That's a good thing. That's something I'm noticing. I mean, I'm only level 5. So, I'm able to grab the skeleton's treasure, at the very least, only using one potion. And we're starting to get to the point where I get over encumbered. So, I guess now is a good time to drop some equipment on the ground. So let's see here. If it's not... Oh. If it's not a full... I guess grabbing the better endurance stuff is better. If it's not enchanted, it's not worth keeping. So we're going to go ahead and drop all of our other stuff. Okay, if it's not enchanted or a secondary weapon that I might need, then it's not worth it, I guess. Though it's not likely that our Daikatana is going to break to ghouls. Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't jinx that. Now, time to rest up here. Get some health back. -8 armor rating across the board is not bad. We should be able to deal with the ghouls now. The Ghoul Patrol. Let's see here. So, ghouls. I'm only level 5. He hit me once. He hit me twice. I hit him 3 times and he died. And I got a level. And that's another 5 points. So I can throw 1, 2, 3, 4. And my last point into endurance for a full 70. You know, we'll throw it into strength. Why not? A little extra carry weight. And I guess we may need to heal. I'm going to heal just in case. There we go. Now I feel good about myself. Okay, well at least we can kill the 3 ghoul. That did not take long at all. You know what? We got the chest here. We are level 6. Do we have enough? Nope. Failure. Can I smash the lock open? With ease. I don't know if that's just from any chance, or if that was actually just because of my damage boost, and if it's damage based, you know. But, hey, we got a Dwemer helm. Not bad, not bad. Good to have one of those to end the video with. Now we have a golden head. Or gold mask over here. Dagoth Ur in it. And we got the parchment piece. Yep. Alright. You know what? Yeah, that was not bad. So, Ranger, huh? I mean, this is a really good class. Not bad for a warrior class. I'd give it maybe a solid 8 out of 10. You know, what's holding it back is the fact that you don't get magic. But, for a warrior class, this is definitely a very good build, since your sword levels with you, like your weapons level with you. And I mean, so far I'm only level 6, and my Daikatana, just going off of not even any racial bonuses, that is a 3 to 21 damage, plus 2 from this strength bonus, plus an additional 6 for my current level. I mean, that is a ridiculous damage pool right there. Like, that's already 11 damage at the very least, which is already past having an ebony weapon. So, like, basically you get better weapons sooner, to put it bluntly, to put it lightly. So, I mean, yeah, Ranger is definitely a very good, very powerful class. Can definitely kick some ass. And, yeah, the skill floor, I'd say the skill floor for Ranger is pretty low. Because, like, you could pick this class up pretty easily and just beat the game with it. It seems like this class would be able to just beat the game relatively easily just by going through it normally, because your damage is going to be so high that nothing could survive you long enough to pose a real threat. especially in the later game when you just start spamming potions and magic items. I guess by the late game, then enemies will start to be more of a nuisance because you wouldn't have better magic defense, and that's why it's 8 out of 10 and not 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. And I mean, the skill ceiling, I'd say the skill ceiling is a little more mid to high tier, since you do have to actually, like, you can actually learn a good bit about this class and actually improve upon this class a good bit once you know a bit more, it would seem. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I hope you all found this video entertaining. I hope you all found this video helpful. This has been your bro Frostbrute, and I think I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Later!